Hello, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, returning subscribers, and people wondering why I took so long to make this. The answer is school. And welcome to what I consider to be one of the best, I would say, tech demos. Like, don't get me wrong, this game is great, but it's incredibly short. Like, okay, the best way to talk about Portal is to describe it as sort of like a cake. You see, cakes are great. Like, they're delicious, they can be whatever flavor you want, they're really cool whenever you get them, and it's just delicious. But Portal is a single-person cake. As in, it's great to eat it, but then it's just over really quickly. But let's just say that Portal isn't the kind of game to pull any punches. It's also a game that doesn't really need any introduction, so, you know what? I think let's just go and start this off right.
Hello, and again, welcome to the Aperture Science Computer-Aided Enrichment Center. We hope your brief detention in the relaxation vault has been a pleasant one. Your specimen has been processed, and we are now ready to begin the test proper. Before we start, however, keep in mind that although fun and learning are the primary goals of all Enrichment Center activities, serious injuries may occur. For your own safety and the safety of others, please refrain from Stand back. The portal will open in 3, 2, 1.
Alright. I gotta take a moment to exemplify how amazing this intro is. You wake up, you got that little thing, and then all you really have for music is that radio, and then, I don't know if you can actually hear it. It might be better when I start leaving the area. Let me just... All you really have is, like, the empty silence. That radio is pretty much the only music that you get for this entire game. And can I just say that I love this. This is the best way to both start off a game and introduce a concept. You have this little thing right here. This is called, test... This is basically the test chamber board. It'll tell you both what test chamber you're on and what's going to be in it. So as you can see, we have a cube and then a cube hitting a person on the head. This is a part of a scientific experiment, and I don't like where this is going. But man, you just start the game and you see yourself outside of this portal. This is the best way to introduce the concept, and this is pretty much what the entire game is going to revolve around. These portals. You can walk into them, you can walk out of them, and I love the effect that these things have. Just look at this. Look at this. You could just like... I just love walking in and out of them. I love bending space and time. But now I'm gonna get to something that's probably not gonna make sense. You want to take this radio with you. Now, this radio probably won't be glowing green in your version of the game, because that light only activates until after you've beaten the game. So I'm technically playing on a, older save file. And even if you do beat the game, this will actually be red and not green. So, I'll get to a reason as to why it's this color, but for now, just trust me, you're gonna want to take this radio with you. Only take the radio with you if you're if it's actually glowing red/green. Well, no, if it's glowing green, then you already know what's going to happen, obviously. But if it's glowing red, you want to take it with you. Now, you'll notice... it's going to start to get staticky. It is playing a secret message in Morse code. There are 26 of these radios scattered throughout the game, and they only the first radio appears if you're starting off on a new game or whatever. But You have to have beaten the game in order to get the other 25 radios to appear. And each of them show off a secret message. I will be displaying what each of the secret messages are. Yeah, and then that's it. Yeah, alright then, I guess that's it. Just go silent, I guess. Anyway, so here we have a new mechanic. This is the Aperture Science... Okay, hold on. Everything in this game has a complicated name, so I'm gonna need... Okay, got it. The Aperture Science Weighted Storage Cube. That is its official name, and yes, I'm going to be using this every time, and I'm going to try my best. And the way that this works is that you have to put the Aperture Science Weighted Storage Cube onto the Aperture Science... Okay, wait, let me... I am sorry, each of these things have a confusing name. 15,000 mega... It's like a... superconductor...
Excellent.
Oh, okay, wait.
Please proceed into the chamber lock after completing each test. First, however, note the incandescent particle field across the exit. This Aperture Science material emancipation grill will vaporize any unauthorized equipment that passes through it. For instance, the Aperture Science Weighted Storage Cube.
See, I bet those of you who haven't played this before, I bet you thought I was making up that name. No, that is actually what it's called. Anyway, they're going to tell us what the button is in a second, so what you want to do is there's a bit of a neat secret where if you can sort of glitch out the game where if you put the cube at this kind of angle, and it actually falls out at this angle. If you put the cube at like that, resting on the door, and then press this, and stomp on it, and then hopefully glitch the game out into thinking that you got it. Oh, it didn't see that, did it? God. Oh, no. Yeah, that's another thing about this game, is that it's incredibly glitchy. For those of you that couldn't tell, this is actually made on a similar engine to the Half-Life. Not to the Half-Life, Half-Life. Give me a second, I need to do that one more time. And the cube didn't land on its side. Never mind, okay. So, best way to get the cube on its side is to adjust it like this, because the game is very terrible at handling whenever you put an object up against a wall. And then you want to just let the cube... Oh, wait, no. Okay, and... Oh, come on. Okay. Damn it. Wait, where did it... Oh, did the game break again? Are you kidding me? Okay. Again. Wait, what? What? It killed me! It actually killed me for that. I never seen it do. I always get this on the first try. Come on. Don't do me like this. I know I'm not making this up. I actually killed... Stupid. I hate these tests. Test the... You can flush the toilet?
Hello, and again, welcome to the Aperture Science.
No, it just straight up won't trigger. You know what? Fine. I'm gonna reload. And when I reload, I'm going to play the sound. Wow, nice. When I reload, I'm going to play the sound file.
Please do not attempt to remove testing apparatus from the testing area. A replacement Aperture Science weighted storage cube will be delivered shortly.
And then when that happens, a cube drops down from here. It's the vital apparatus vent. I should have mentioned that before. Oh wait, actually, one more fun fact. If you take this, because the Aperture Science Material Emancipation Grill is specifically built to stop any unauthorized objects from getting out of the testing chamber. So, theoretically, if we took something that was supposed to be in here, what happens? Note to self, never fizzle radio, might accidentally summon demon. Also, by the way, can I just point out the fact that that took 20 minutes? I'm looking at my recording right now. That whole charade took 20 minutes and I couldn't even get the audio cue. Ugh. Why? By the way, test chamber 19, it looks like there's nothing? Okay, this is an outright lie. I know that there are cubes in this one. Either way, quick mention, you're gonna want to be very careful getting this next one. Oh. This isn't a security camera. This is an Aperture Science vital apparatus vent, but still. You want to be very careful, as if you fall down there, you cannot get this back. Now, okay, wait, no. By the way, this is also the test chamber where they give you the, where they tell you what the name of the button is.
Place the weighted storage cube on the 1500 megawatt Aperture Science heavy-duty super colliding super button.
Super duty super colliding 1500 megawatt super colliding super button. Got it. Super duty super colliding super button. Got it. I'm never.
Please move quickly to the chamber lock, as the effects of prolonged exposure to the button are not part of this test.
But what if I wanted prolonged exposure to the button? Huh? What does that say? What does science have to say about that? Anyway, interesting facts about this room. 1500 megawatt. Somebody please calculate how much that would actually be. And then second off, right here. This one is not generating Morse code. I believe this is generating spectrograph. And yeah, you can see what the image is on screen. Just, my goodness. I'm sorry, look, I am never going to be able to get over how long that took. That took too long and I didn't even get anything out of it. Also, I'm fairly sure that you can pull off this exact same glitch. It might be possible to pull off this exact same glitch of the previous room in this room. However, because there's no vital apparatus, the door will just automatically open on its own. I can even play the sound file once I'm actually able to get it, because there's a moment coming up where you can trap yourself again, and that one's really easy to actually get.
You're doing very well. Please be advised that a noticeable taste of blood is not part of any test protocol, but is an unintended side effect of the Aperture Science Material Emancipation Grill, which may, in semi-rare cases, emancipate dental fillings, crowns, tooth enamel, and teeth.
So right over here, we have a new, what you could essentially call a weapon. This is the Aperture Science single portal device, it's a single portal device. As you can see, its capability is that it can place down a blue portal. And this is where the game really starts to, let's just say, really expand on the idea of what you can do with portals, because, well, now you're thinking with portals. Stare down the cannon of the arm, or gun, I guess.
Very good. You are now in possession of the Aperture Science handheld portal device.
Sorry, handheld portal device.
You can create your own portals. These intradimensional gates have proven to be completely safe. The device, however, has not. Do not touch the operational end of the device. Do not look directly at the operational end of the device. Do not submerge the device in liquid, even partially. Most importantly, under no circumstances should you...
It's probably not meant to do that. Anyway, first thing that you want to do. You see that camera? How about we shoot it?
To ensure the safe performance of all authorized activities, do not destroy vital testing apparatus.
As for you, I'm going to destroy all of the vital testing apparatuses. Hey, you see this vital testing apparatus?
For your own safety, do not destroy vital testing apparatus.
Anyway, can I just say that this is one of the best ways to actually introduce this kind of weapon, especially since this is much more of a puzzle-solving game. The first thing that you have to do, you're stuck inside of this pit, and you have to teleport outside of it. That is an amazing way to introduce this kind of weapon. Oh, well, does the portal gun count as a weapon? I mean, considering all of the warnings that they gave, it might as well count as a weapon. Anyway, you want to give special attention to these,
Certain objects may be vital to your success.
Bleh, I'm gonna...
Testing apparatus.
No. I'm gonna destroy all of them because there's an achievement for it. That's what I'm trying to get across, that I can't because I have a terrible stutter. Destroying all of the vital testing apparatuses will net you an achievement. Well, actually, it's not actually all of them, because I believe at a certain point it actually starts despawning vital testing apparatuses. So yeah, there's that. And then also we have this radio. I believe using all 26 radios actually gets you the achievement message received. For this one, you just want to put it on top of the place where you got the handheld portal device. Is there anything else that I want to go over? Jeez, I'm trying to remember. Real quick, I just want to go and bring up the fact there are only specific places where you can put your portals. You can't put your portals on anything that are metal. You can't put your portals anywhere else. Man, I want to go and take a moment to just, again, admire the fact. I love this weapon. This is probably one of the most creative weapons I've ever seen in a game. Just, it's such a simple concept. You have a gun that can rip holes in time and space. It's much less powerful than you think. Anyway, starting off with, I believe, test chamber 3.
Please proceed to the chamber lock. Mind the gap. Vital testing apparatus destroyed. Vital testing apparatus destroyed. Vital testing apparatus destroyed.
Okay, alright, that's the last one, I swear. Also, I have this little reticle in the middle. It's sort of like, help aim, essentially. You can go into the settings and disable that if you want. So, like... yeah, whatever, I'm not gonna bother trying to get rid of it. That was probably wrong, by the way. Anyway, fun fact, this room specifically exists to teach you that you can go into orange portals. Yes, I know, it sounds like something that you shouldn't need to know, but believe it or not, it's actually possible to get to this part but without going through an orange portal. Wait, no, don't you go through an orange portal in the beginning? Jeez. But yeah, this one's to sort of just teach you how to use that. So, like, you go into this one, you place down a portal, you go into this other one, and bam, teaches you that you can walk back through portals.
Well done. Remember, the Aperture Science Bring Your Daughter to Work Day is the perfect time to have her tested.
Alright, sure, I guess. Anyway, this one's a bit weird. So what you have to do is, I believe, place a portal right here. It's such a random area. If I were to put it anywhere, I would have put it in front of the sign, but no, instead you have to... yeah, right, there we go. Now, I gotta explain this kind of mechanic-breaking thing. So, you cannot place portals in portals. So, like, I try to shoot the wall right there. Now, if you stand at the very edge... okay. You will actually fall out of that area. What you can do is launch and then quickly back up. Because I don't know if you realize this, but the bullet travels very slowly. Like, too slowly. So, like, for instance, if I were to do something like step out, fire, and then immediately back up. This can be used as a... this can break a lot of sections in the game, and in some places it's outright required. No, that's not a joke. Well, not that it's outright required, it's just only outright required in... Oh, jeez, I think it's only outright required in, like, a couple of areas, and it's not even in the main game, instead of part of one of the bonus games. Anyway, next chamber.
Welcome to Test Chamber 4. You're doing quite well.
Oh, come on, I wanted that to land... Ah, fine, whatever. Anyway, time to place the Aperture Science weighted storage cube on the Aperture Science 1500 megawatt superconducting super button. Super duty super button or whatever. I cannot remember the name of the button.
Excellent work. As part of our required test protocol, we will not monitor the next test chamber. You will be entirely on your own. Good luck.
Oh, really? They're not going to monitor the next test chamber. I somehow don't believe that.
Vital testing apparatus destroyed. Vital testing apparatus destroyed.
By the way, if I accidentally skip over a radio or vital testing apparatus, I'm probably gonna have to redo this, and I really don't want to. Anyway, I think this one will be the last chamber. I think, you know, we made it to a pretty good distance. So let's see what this last chamber's got for us. Test chamber, 5 out of 19. Yeah, like I said, short game, only 19 chambers. Also, look at this. Cake is one of the options. Cake. Now, let's see whether or not they're lying. Because this thing is moving to follow our movements. If that turns on, and this falls off, and she responds, then that proves that she's lying. Or, like, the robotic voice is lying.
Vital testing apparatus destroyed.
Oh. Guess she is lying then. By the way, I don't know if you clued into that, but... Come on. Oh, come on. You were just doing it. Yeah, fine, whatever. Either way, the point that I'm trying to basically get across is that you can actually hear the main character's voice. By the way, the main character's name is Shell. Or Chell. No, it's actually Chell. It's Chell, my bad. But anyway, you can only ever hear it if you let an object fall on top of you.
Vital testing apparatus destroyed.
Oh, well, fine then. Tell you what, I got this. Okay. Go into this pit, grab this. Hold the cube, and... Oh. There we go. Okay. Also, in case you couldn't tell, no, that's not actually Shell's voice. I keep saying Shell. No, it's Chell. It's actually a part of a placeholder. I believe it's from Half-Life. I'm sorry, I haven't played the Half-Life games. I'm so sorry. I want to play them, but at the same time, I don't want to get attached because I know that the series ends at a cliffhanger. But anyway, yeah, that's a bit of interesting fact. By the way, canon reason why your character is a silent protagonist, they are angered by the situation going on and are too angry to talk. Or too annoyed to actually talk. Don't know what's going on there, but, you know, whatever. Anyway, another thing that's showing you that you can walk through orange portals, and... Success! Now, we're gonna do something a bit risky. We're gonna put that right there, and now it all comes down to whether or not I can get this right. I'm gonna jump repeatedly.
You're not a good person. You know that, right?
Okay, then. That happened. Am I the only one that's, like, a little bit confused by why she said that? I mean, it's obviously a robot or, like, a woman mimicking a robot, but still. That was weird.
As part of a required test protocol, our previous statement suggesting that we would not monitor this chamber was an outright fabrication. Good job. As part of a required test protocol, we will stop enhancing the truth in 3, 2... vital testing apparatus destroyed.
Oh, wait, no, I was supposed... give me a second. Okay, there we go. Jeez, this is causing me way more problems than it
As part of a
should.
required test protocol, our previous statement
Anyway,
suggesting that we would not monitor this chamber was an outright fabrication.
Anyway, that's all.
Good
If this
job.
game at all
As
interests
part
you,
of
then
a
I suggest that you
required
pick.
test
Then I suggest
protocol,
trying to pick
we
it
will
up
stop
because honestly,
enhancing
even
the
though it's a bit
truth
rough around the
in
edges, it still holds up today by a significant amount. Anyway, that'll do it for this episode. Next time, we're going to continue on with Test Chamber 6 and hopefully get further into Aperture Laboratories. I don't know, it looks like Capture Laboratories from here. Anyway, see you next time.